I want to talk about my biggest issue with rank and rent as a business model. And it is still my biggest issue. I've talked about this before, but I have to discuss it. I have to bring it up one more time. And it's very, very simple. And it's something I was discussing with my sales guy, Cowboy Kyle, the other day. It's something I've talked at length with many, many people. But my biggest issue with rank and rent is the fact that the barrier to entry is low. And the biggest issue is also one of the things that I love the very most about this business model. I got to put my phone on silent or I'm going to get about 100 calls. Give me a second. Okay, guys, because it's low barrier to entry, it does not cost a lot of money to get into this business model. We get every Joe, Dick, and Harry in here trying to make a buck. Okay, that's awesome. That's great. It gives everybody hope. But the problem is people don't treat this like a real business model. Right? And I've talked about this before, but if you went to open a Jimmy John's today, you would need $500,000 cash in order to even look at it. And you'd have to be on a waiting list. If you wanted to open up a McDonald's, $1.2 million, and you would actually have to have a business plan and employees, and you would have to have a commitment there and sign a lease and do all these different things, right? But the problem is we get in this, people come in, oh, I'm going to give it 3 weeks. I'm going to give it 2 weeks. And holy shit, I'm not making $10,000 in a month. It doesn't work. That's the problem is that people, and I'm getting a little bit worked up here, my friends, but people come in, they half-ass it, and then they blame it on the business model. If you were going to treat this like a Jimmy John's, you would spend the money to actually get the training. You would spend the money to learn how to run ads. You would spend the money to learn how to do these things, to build a team, to get a space. You would tell people you were doing it. You wouldn't hide and do it at night so nobody knew in case you failed so that you didn't have to tell anybody. And the problem is people coming to this thinking it's a side hustle. If you treat this like a side hustle, you will make side hustle money. The biggest issue with this business model, with the rank and rent business model, is the fact that it's a low barrier to entry. That is my biggest qualm. So if you're going to get into this, treat it like a real business. Realize it's going to cost money to start. Realize you're trying to get out of your shit situation, get out of debt, pay for your mom, go travel the world, and change your life. And you don't even want to spend money to learn how to run ads or how to do a keyword list or do content. That's on you, my friend. And that's my biggest issue with this model.